You know those anime that come with a giant warning, do not watch sign? That's Pupa. But not because it's so bad it's good. No, it's because it's so bad, it feels like a social experiment to see how much you can endure. What is Pupa, you ask? Let me explain why this chaotic mess of an anime, featuring questionable sibling dynamics, should absolutely not be on your watch list. So Pupa starts with the introduction of the Pupa virus, a mysterious infection that transforms people into grotesque eating monsters. Sounds terrifying, right? But the anime somehow manages to take this intriguing concept and reduce it to, well, siblings and snacks. Yume, the younger sister, is infected with the virus, causing her to develop a monstrous appetite for human flesh. Meanwhile, Utsutsu, her older brother, somehow avoids becoming a monster and instead gains regenerative powers. The solution? Yume eats Utsutsu repeatedly to satisfy her cravings, while he casually regenerates because, that's what good brothers do. Like seriously, who wouldn't let their sibling eat them, right? Totally normal family bonding. Pupa tries so hard to be serious, but it's so absurd that you can't help but laugh. The virus is supposed to be a terrifying world-ending plague, but it's treated more like a quirky plot device. And then there's Imari Ai, the scientist who just stands there watching this sibling buffet like, yes, this is fascinating research. Let's not ignore the fact that this anime looks like it was made with pocket change. Seriously, the animation quality screams, we had $5 and a dream. And then there's the runtime. Each episode is only 4 minutes long. 4 minutes. Barely enough to tell a story, but somehow enough to traumatize you for a year. And of course, we can't forget that infamous episode where Yume spends the entire runtime munching on Utsutsu like he's an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's supposed to be tragic and heartfelt, but instead, it feels like you accidentally switched to Iron Chef. There are several moments where Pupa goes from ridiculous to absolutely bonkers, but one scene stands out as pure chaos. The siblings are captured by a shady organization that decides to torture Utsutsu for science. How, you ask? By cutting him into pieces over and over, just to watch him regenerate. It's like a twisted science fair project with zero ethics. But here's where it gets even crazier. Yume, desperate to protect her brother, snaps and massacres the entire organization in a blood-soaked rampage. It's supposed to feel cathartic, but you'll just be sitting there wondering, am I watching an anime or a low-budget horror movie that went off the rails? And then, just when you think, surely this is building to something meaningful, the anime pulls the ultimate troll move. The siblings escape, and what happens next? Yume goes back to eating Utsutsu 3 times a day, like nothing ever happened. Because clearly, the real takeaway of this anime is that sibling snacks are forever. And that's it. That's the climax. No big resolution, no answers, just the credits rolling while you sit there questioning everything. It's like the creators hit their deadline, shrugged and said, good enough, let's wrap it up. You'll stare at the screen in disbelief, wondering if this was all an elaborate prank. Conclusion. Pupa isn't horror. It's an unintentional comedy with a side of existential dread. If you're in the mood to roast an anime with your friends or just want to see how far the medium can push the limits of weird, go ahead and watch it. Otherwise, do yourself a favor and stay far, far away. Pupa is like stepping on a Lego. It's painful, unnecessary, and you'll regret every second.